when you meet up with your boss, or you get randomly shaky after a party. If you frantically check your phone but can't figure out what you're looking for, or wake up in the morning more stressed than when you went to bed. If you felt for some time that your head was revving way past the point of reason or necessity, then you're onto something. Keep listening. It's possible, maybe even likely, that you've felt separated from the people around you for a while now. You've known something was different about you, but you couldn't say exactly what. I've spent much of my life in that murky confusion too. I'm here to say, welcome. Let's get out of our heads together. The good news is, if you manage to find this book, you probably already have a hunch that you're an overthinker. Like me, you might believe that your active mind helps you stay on top of things and motivates you to achieve more. But, also like me, you might be starting to discover a connection between overthinking and the physical manifestations of anxiety, like back pain or headaches. Maybe you just wonder if there's more going on in your head than is altogether productive, and you wish it were a bit quieter in there. That's how I felt in 2015 when I first started experimenting with describing myself as an overthinker on social media. I always said it with a little bit of pride and a little confusion. Was overthinking a good thing? A bad thing? Could it be both? In October of that year, I created an online community called Beautiful Voyager to try to figure it out. 5 years later, I've learned a lot from that community of overthinkers, people pleasers, and perfectionists. I know that many of us feel alone or different from others without knowing exactly why. I've learned that connecting with other people who are also always looking for answers can be cathartic. Grappling with the confusion together makes it feel less confusing. This book is a continuation of my efforts, a plumb line to that community and the wisdom there. I hope it will help you get better at understanding yourself and analyzing your choices. You'll notice a few things about this book just as you listen. It's short, it's skimmable, and it's intentionally meant to foster calmness. You don't need more reasons to be overwhelmed. My hope is that if you identify as an overthinker, perfectionist, or people pleaser, you'll keep this audio available and accessible to you to be able to turn off the fight or flight response anxiety and overthinking like to activate, and soothe your mind. You may also notice that the advice in this book is pared down to its barest essentials. This too is intentional, so that it can operate like a portable weighted blanket. These are the flashes of wisdom that have resonated within the Beautiful Voyager community. These tenets, tricks, and ideas have worked for others to cut off hectic thoughts and reclaim sanity. Find the ideas that intrigue you and experiment with them. Disregard the rest. There's no right way to listen to this book. Its organization follows the simple logic of problem solving, but you don't need to stick to that order. Some days you may follow it through word for word. Some days you may find yourself floating through, skipping ahead from one spot to another. Toward the end of the book, you'll hear a special chapter called Listen in December that specifically addresses a time of year I've learned can be particularly fraught, especially for overthinkers. And at the end of the book, you'll hear a special surprise as a bonus track. When you need to change your state of mind, you can skip ahead to that moment and try to move into a new environment. Okay, let's begin. Here you are. Grab hold. Chapter 1. Start here. So what is overthinking anyway? And how can you know when it's too much? The simple answer is when it starts to hurt. Unlike the thinking itself, the pain you might be experiencing, your physical symptoms, is objective and observable. You can't tune it out. The point of Get Out of My Head is to catch yourself overthinking before the pain caused by your thoughts kicks in. And for that, you have to tune into the wave. The wave is the physical side of overthinking. Have you ever heard that hormones flood your system when you're confronted with real-life challenges? It's true. During a big fight with your boss, spouse, parent, friend, hormones like adrenaline, cortisol, and norepinephrine hit your body in a surge, then roll back, just like a wave hitting the beach. These hormones can arrive in one big crest, or as many wavelets, bringing with them physical symptoms like sweating, a racing pulse, or nausea.